So let's talk a minute about Bona's newest finish introduction, Bona Traffic HD Raw. It's a super flat sheen finish, registering only about 4% reflection on a 60-degree meter, and it is going to replace Traffic HD Naturel, which is also a super flat sheen finish, but in that 5 to 7 range, whereas this is even flatter at the 4%. Not only is it flatter at that 60-degree angle, but also at an 80-degree angle, which if you picture, floor to ceiling windows, you walk in, you get that really low reflection of light in the morning or whatever. Traffic HD Raw, no matter what angle you look at it from, is always going to have that 4% reflection value. So it looks like just sanded wood, like raw, untouched, unfinished wood under your feet. So not only does Traffic HD Raw look that way, unfinished, that raw look, but it also feels that way underfoot. It has what we call a haptic feeling, where it feels like you're walking on leather and not that you're walking on plastic. You also get that Traffic HD performance, though, that we're always looking for. No matter if it's in a high traffic residential setting, a commercial setting, there isn't a floor out there that we would hesitate to put this product on. And it's going to perform really, really, really well. Not only because of the, the regular performance characteristics of any Traffic HD finish, but also because of that low sheen level. So whether it's scratches from your dog or high heels or just those everyday scratches and scuffs, just going to be much less noticeable with that super flat sheen with Traffic HD Raw. Now, as far as application, we definitely recommend applying it with the Bona roller. That helps us take advantage of, again, the great performance characteristics of Traffic HD products, being able to put down a heavier coat, which the roller will put it down heavier than a T-bar. Recommended application rate is 350 to 400 square feet per gallon. And you can put it down thicker, right? Competitive products that don't defoam, level, flow out, as well as Traffic HD products, you can't put them down as thick. You have to put them down thinner so that the bubbles can work their way out, which they wouldn't be able to out of a thicker film. But with Traffic HD, we've got great application characteristics, so definitely use a roller. And the only caution I would say is, and again, this is with any flat sheen finish, not just with raw, but whether it's Traffic HD commercial satin, Traffic HD extra matte, you want that roller, always wet it, right? To wet it to kind of season it so it doesn't soak up a lot of finish at first. But then we want to get it back to almost dry. So I'm going to take a terry cloth rag or wring it out with a towel. I'm also going to spin out any fine bit of remaining water in there, and then maybe run over it with a rag again. What you'll notice if you don't get it almost dry, if you start with too much water in it, right where you start, you may get some shiny spots. Easy to fix, but always we want to just try to avoid any of those headaches to start with. So just get it to almost dry and you should be good to go. So once I add the hardener to it, being a regular Traffic HD 2-component product, I do have that 3 to 4 hour pot life. That's that chemical reaction is taking place to turn it into the performance characteristics that we're looking for. But after those 4 hours, those start diminishing. It may get thicker, it may even solidify, probably in about 8 hours or overnight. But just know that you've got that time frame or that pot life once you mix the hardener with it. Use it in the 3 to 4 hours. And then after that, if it starts getting too thick, kind of like motor oil, don't use the product anymore. You may have some problems then with defoaming, leveling, flow. Just use some fresh product. And even if it doesn't get solid overnight, again, don't try to reuse that product. It's lost those characteristics. Mix up some fresh and you're ready to go from there. Dry times as far as recoating or for the next coat, 2 to 4 hours. Best thing to do is use your dual depth moisture meter to tell if it's dry enough to put on another coat, or just give it that 2 to 4 hours and you should be just fine there. And then cure time is 80% in 24 hours, full cure in just 3 days. So again, it retains that Traffic HD quicker curing that we really like. Whether it's for high traffic residential or commercial, that's only going to help you. And then as far as our system, We're usually going to use 1 to 2 coats of sealer or primer, depending on what you call that layer, and then 1 to 2 coats of Traffic HD Raw. Overall, we want 3 layers of product going on. So whether that's 2 sealer and 1 coat of Traffic Raw, or preferably 1 coat of sealer, 2 coats of Traffic HD Raw, at least 3 full coats, so that we get that mill thickness that we want to ensure the protection and performance that we're all looking for in the Traffic HD products. And then adding color. So if I'm not doing a natural floor, I could use Dry Fast Stain, which is also a sealer, or I could use Bona Craft Oil 2K, which is going to add color and seal the floor as well. Then I could just go straight over with 2 coats of Traffic HD Raw, and those floors would be considered complete and final. So that's going to be our full system, whether we're adding color or not. Make sure you get the right amount of product on there to ensure that protection that we're looking for with Traffic HD. And if you're looking for a super flat, unfinished, raw look that also feels like leather underneath, and you want to get that performance that you've come to expect from Traffic HD products, then look no further than Bona Traffic HD Raw.